guys, let's go into the choreo. The first time around, just like we did last month, I'm going to go pretty fast, teaching you the entire routine. Think of it as your first time looking and learning the draft of the choreo. The second time around, I'll go slower, really paying attention to details and helping you layer your moves to the right beat of the song. Let's go into it. We're gonna start to the right side of the pole. You are a step behind, your left hand is on the pole, left leg bent, right hip is popping out, right side body crunched, left side body long, you're arching through the spine, tilting your pelvis forward, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and showing a lot of outer confidence, even in the first moment, first second of the choreo. From here, on the first beat, you're going to bend your left leg, slide your left foot to your right inner ankle, then step forward so that your foot aligns with the pole. As you start transferring weight onto that left foot, your right leg is gonna brush forward, so you're brushing the platform of your shoe along the floor, and then you're going to start arching back. So I'm kind of collapsing into my low back, releasing my chest up. As I do so, my leg is gonna brush all the way forward, and then at the top, I'm gonna bend my bottom leg, bend my working leg, and then bring your right leg to the left as you sit down into a low squat, popping your right hip out, okay? So again, just looking over the legs for a moment, 5, 6, 7, 8, little passe, step, brush, bend, sit. Then as you come up, your left hip is gonna pop out. Your right leg is gonna slide up as your right hip pops out again, and then you're going to kick it out. As you kick it out, your right hip is rotated inward. Your left leg is bent. Now the arm. As your right leg is kicking forward and you're pulling it in, your arm is gonna go up through the side, slide down your left ear, underneath the chin with your palm pointing down. So like this, left ear, chin, right ear, release. Okay, let's try to connect the two. 5, 6, 7, 8, little passe, left hip bone comes higher than right, step, brush, arch, in, sit onto your left hip, arm starts coming down as we come up, and the left hip comes higher than the right again, right hip higher than left again, and kick it out. As you kick it out, you're squeezing your right shoulder blade in, expanding through the chest, closing that right hip in. Moving on, you have your left leg bent here, right leg straight. You're gonna switch, right leg will bend, left leg will extend. You are cycling through your left foot here. Right leg is gonna rotate externally, right from the hip, and then you're going to push your bum back, going deeper into that hip hinge as you start sliding your left hip towards the pole. So think of it as your figure 8 pelvis movement, okay? So after we kick, switch, right leg bending, left leg straight, open, push your bum back as you pull your left hip bone to the side, and then you sink into your left leg so both legs are bent, and you go into a full circle. Pelvis forward, pelvis right, push back. And here, again, you're in that deep squat-like position with your hip bones tilting forward. From here, you're gonna start coming up, digging your left heel down, closing your right hip in, kicking it out, and then pulling it in into a high passe with your right hip rotating inward. So the audience should see both of your bum cheeks, both of your glutes. You're really crunching through the right side body and squeezing your right shoulder blade in again. So again, a lot of that external confidence in the static positions in the choreo. Let's go one more time from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. Passe, left hip lift, step, brush, arm up, left ear, sink, right arm starts coming down, left hip up, right hip up, and kick. Bend your right leg, rotate that hip out, push your hips back as you move your left hip bone to the pole, bend, circle, and then here close your right hip in, brush, and pull it in a passe. From here, you're gonna switch this grip from regular to thumb down. So as you switch, your right leg is gonna kick down and into slight extension. You're gonna cross, you have weight on both legs here, but most of it is in the left foot as you lower. And then you're going to transfer the weight, 50% of your weight on the left leg, 50% of the weight in the right leg. And you're gonna do a rotation around yourself. So I lower my hip and I go Arms, you're gonna have your left thumb down grip, switching into right thumb down grip, okay? And this grip switches as we turn. So I was here, I extend my right leg down and slightly behind, I'm crunching my right side body, grip switch, step, your inner thighs are crossing, grip. From here, this thumb down grip is going to turn into a big overhead reach. Your right leg is going to step behind the pole. You're going to create another passe now with your left leg going up and inward. So it's not just like that, I'm closing my left hip in. Okay, as I do so, I'm gonna take a little bit of momentum, re-grip my right arm higher, take my left hand right underneath, 4 fingers on one side, thumb on the other. And I'm gonna go around the pole, landing in this little chair-like sit. The chair sit is not an accent. We're passing through it to land into our plie as our accent. So from here, after you rotate, switch the grip, step your right foot forward, bring your left hip up, arch through the spine, press your chest forward, re-grip, the higher you go the better, take your left hand underneath, and this arm is not just gripping anywhere, it's going around the pole slightly to grab from the front. And this is gonna help you go in the right direction, okay? So passe, fly around the pole, start slowly bending your right leg as you fly, and then land towards the audience, bum sticking out, legs are squeezing into the pole. And the accent goes on the outer plie position, like this. If your hips don't like this position, bring the legs closer together. If you're okay with taking them wider into a deeper plie, go for it. From here, accent 1, your right leg is going to extend, rotate inward as you lift the right side of the pelvis higher than the right. And as you do this, your right arm is going to shoot down behind you, as if you're cutting through the air and then freezing, okay? From here, we do the opposite on the other side. Your right arm is going to grip up, your left arm is going to shoot down, and then you're going to pop your left hip bone to the front and inward a little bit. It's not as deep anymore. So here, it's a rotation. Here, you're starting to rotate in, and then you're just shooting down into that deep squat-like shape. Arm is collapsing. So the first accent is up, second accent is down, if you look at the position of your legs. Okay, one more time from here. Right leg extends, rotate, switch the grip, step right, left hand goes around, rotate, chair, land. Right hip up, right arm shoots down, right leg straight, left leg bend, and then opposite, we go down. Left hip goes slightly in, and you're in a deep plie. Arm, your index finger points towards the audience, and you go hips left, forward, right, sit back. From here, left hand in a push right at belly button level. Right hand stays in that overhead grip. Left hip is going to close in, and you're going to land a step away from the pole. Right leg is going to slide back. I am arching. I'm closing this hip in, and my upper body is leaning towards the pole. Because from here, from this lean in, I hit an accent by going into that thoracic opening with my upper body. I go, so think of your arm, your left shoulder, leading your way to the left into a twist and an arch, okay? And as you go into that twist and arch, your right leg starts sliding forward between the pole and your left leg. So you go, like slides, slides, slides. My left hip slightly opens up to the audience. Right leg shoots forward in that deep inward rotation, and I extend either parallel to the floor or slightly higher. The bum is pointing away from the audience. Here. From there, bring your leg, the back of the knee, to the pole and hook. If you're not wearing leggings, if your skin is exposed, think of locking it as you would in an actual leg hook trick. So you go to the pole, bend, and then think of slightly rotating down, and that's gonna lock your leg against the pole and give you that extra point of contact to push down with, to be able to come up. If you're wearing leggings like I'm doing, then it's all about your upper body. It's all about that double pull-up. So from here, I go to the pole, hook. My left arm goes from the side into a big reach. So you're gonna have your left hand above your right. It's a huge lat stretch right here. You're gonna pull yourself down, press this leg into the pole, go on the left platform of your shoe. And I'm gonna rotate in that left leg, slowly releasing my right leg off that pole grip. From here, right leg slides forward, I'm arching. My bum stays up, so I'm not dropping. I'm staying up, digging my left heel, left shoe down. And then on an accent, we bring that right leg down and look towards the audience. So head goes back, look out that way. Okay, one more time, and then we move on. So let's go from here. We're in our plie. You have your push, you have your pull. Don't skip the push because the push allows you not to collapse into the pull. So press the floor away as you go down. Left hip closes in, land it down. Right leg takes a rond de jambe. Lean into the pole, shoot your upper body out, slide your right leg forward. Close your right hip in to the pole, hook, rotate down. Left arm goes into that overhead grip, pull up. Roll over your left shoe. Keep pulling, both arms are still working. Arch, point your right foot, accent down. From here,